Hello family, welcome to another beautiful edition of Annie Author's vlog. If today's your first day watching me, you are in the right place. If you're a returning friend, subscriber, well-wisher, lover, I really love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming back. Please do not forget to share, like, and comment on my videos, okay? So in today's edition, we are going to be zooming in into health. Yes, we're going to be talking about health, your health, my health, okay? So the topic today is cancer prevention and healthy living. Today, we need to learn what we need to do to prevent cancer and to live healthier. So according to CDC, that's Center for Disease Control and Prevention, cancer is referred to the diseases in which abnormal cells divide out of control and are able to invade healthy tissues. Okay. In other words, cancer is one of the biggest health challenges of the 21st century. So it is the second leading cause of death globally. Because of this, we have to be careful. We have to know what to do to prevent this cancer. So there are over 100 types of cancer. So each cancer is named according to location. So there are 6 most common cancers for men, and they are lungs, bladder, colorectal, melanoma, prostate, and liver. The 6 most common cancer for women are breast, lung, cervical, colorectal, uterine, and liver. Okay, so most of these cancers are as a result of growing lifestyle changes. Okay, so things constantly are changing a lot these days. Global warming, pollution, so many things that weren't back in the days. So studies have shown that so many things contribute into the invasion of cancer into our body. According to what researchers have said, number 1 is harmful cooking methods. So these harmful cooking methods introduces the carcinogenic agents, that's the agents that form cancer, into our body. It introduces it into our body. And research has also shown that this cooking in a very high temperature or dry heat one of the fastest way to introduce these cancer agents into our body, because it changes the molecular formula of the food, making it vulnerable to produce much of these carcinogenic agents that cause cancer. So food that are being cooked in a very high heat, such as chips, french fries, or grilling, smoking, even pan frying, this stir frying, yes, all those things are not good for us. We need to be very careful. I know that whatever comes in, we try to tune into it so that we can belong. But again, we need to minimize the intake or avoid, even using some of these non-stick pots that have Teflon. We need to be very careful, because this easily introduces the carcinogenic agents into our body. So these agents are cancer-forming agents. We need to avoid them. So another one is poor ventilation during our cooking. Yes, I know some of the kitchens are so small, or maybe the architect that built it didn't think about how ventilation would take place while we are cooking. So I'm at this time advising every one of us, when you're cooking, please open up your windows, use your vents, okay? So that all the normal molecules that are being released from your food, you are not breathing them, especially when you are frying or when you're cooking with a very high heat. So research has shown that the inhalation of excessive fumes from our frying oil for a long period of time is very hazardous to our health. Assure that your kitchen is well ventilated, especially during cooking, please, so that all these fumes can flow out instead of you continuously breathing them, inhaling them. Okay, then another one is eating of stale food. Yes, food that have been there for a very long time. I know some of us, you have any leftover, you put in the fridge, you warm it up, you do this. No, after food have stayed out there or in the refrigerator for a very long time, it is no longer good. It's no longer fresh. Okay, these food are no longer good for you to eat. When you open food, maybe leftover or food you left for a very long time, either in the fridge, it doesn't really matter, you have this unpleasant odor, this unpleasant fume. It smells and it tastes weird. Do not eat it. Okay, Even if the food is chilled, it's been in the fridge, do not eat it, because if you refrigerate food for so many days, this can change the molecular structure of that food, making it possible for the food to release all these carcinogenic agents, okay? And this will make you to start developing something inside your body, and over a period of time, this can result into cancer. So in other words, we need to try as much as possible to eat fresh food and not stale food. Okay, so another one is insufficient or lack of sleep, when you don't sleep well. Okay, so researchers have said that we need to sleep at least 7 to 9 hours each night. Yes, 7 to 9 hours each night. I know sometimes it sounds impossible, but again, it's doable. You need to curtail all your activities and make sure you go to bed on time. Back in the days, people used to go to bed maybe 9 o'clock, whatever, but now people stay awake doing what? I don't know. So again, we need our sleep. So all these changes in our biological clock causes cancer. It increases the risk of cancer. So focusing on the screen for a long time, like you're on your iPad, on your phone, on TV, on computer for a very long time, also can cause your eyes, that the melatonin, to start changing level and promoting the risk of cancer. So we need to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very careful what we do. Another one is inadequate hygiene. Yes, many studies has linked infections such as bacteria and viruses to cancer. So this increases the chances of us having cancer. So we need to be clean. Okay, drink a lot of water. Boiled water, filtered water. Make sure that you eat something that is cooked very well. And if it's fresh food, make sure that it's thoroughly washed and clean before you eat it, because some of these bacteria and viruses are in those food. So make sure that you are eating something that is right, okay? And again, when we talk of bacteria and viruses, make sure you see your doctor and treat all viruses and bacteria accordingly. Over-the-counter medication or self-medication will not help you unless you are in the medical field and you know what you're doing, you know what you're suffering for. Again, if you have bacteria or virus, the only thing that can confirm what you have is lab tests, okay? Then assessment can give us clue, but confirmation we do lab. Okay, so again, be careful to see your doctor properly so that bacteria and viruses will not turn into cancerous cells or make your body vulnerable for cancer. So again, see your doctor properly whenever you have symptoms that are not that is concerning. Again, we are referring to inadequate hygiene. You got to be clean. Don't create any opportunity for bacteria and virus to develop in your system. Okay. Also, another thing is the eating of food with all these plastics. Yes, studies have shown that plastics are not good for us, especially when you have to put that plastic in the microwave. So it causes that plastic to get so warm, and all these carcinogenic agents are being released into your food, and you eat that food, is going to increase your risk of developing cancer. So we need to be very, 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 very careful. So these plastic containers or packages contains chemicals that are known to be forever, so they don't die. They are there. As long as you warm it up or the plastic becomes warm, it will release this chemical into your food, and when you eat them, it's going to affect you. Another one, I know we are so into all these cosmetics. So another one, cosmetics. All these lipsticks, I know I have one. Deodorant, I have one. Cologne, I have one. Shampoo, I use one. Okay. So our studies have shown that some of these things are not good to our health. Okay, all this makeup we wear, some of them are not good. Again, there are good products out there, and we need to be very, very careful when we choose our products to make sure that this doesn't have certain agents that can easily cause our body to have cancer or put us at risk of having cancer. Again, we need to be very, very careful how we use our lipsticks, cologne, shampoos, hair dye, nail polish, sunscreen, deodorants, and all these things. We need to be very, very careful. Some of them are not good. They contain cancer-causing agents such as estrogen and paraben or even phthalates. So we need to be very, very careful. Then another one is obesity, excessive body fat. So if you notice that you're gaining weight more than normal, please exercise, eat healthy, so that you can drop quite a few fats. So studies have shown that obesity, which is abnormal body weight, that means your BMI is over 30. So again, this person is time to be having morbid obesity. So we need to be very, very careful to make sure that we stay within normal body weight, okay? So if you notice that you are becoming a little chubby, your pant is tight or your clothes is tight or your belt is going to the next, hole, that's when you need to start working out so that you can drop a few pounds, and also eat healthy, exercise, drink a lot of water, sleep well, okay? So all these things will help you to have normal body weight. So studies have shown that people that are obese has increased growth in hormone. So all these hormones, when they become so abnormal, so it will start dividing the cells in your body, and these cells will start resulting into cancer. Okay, so we need to be careful. If you're obese, please, yes, let's drop a few pounds. Okay, I've been working on myself too, but in other words, we need to be healthy all around. Okay. Then another one is the use of tobacco and alcohol. So the use of alcohol and tobacco weakens your cells, making them vulnerable to cancer development. Okay, so all these things, if you drink a lot of alcohol, you smoke igbo, maybe weed, crystal meth, so we need to be very, very careful. All those things predispose people to cancer. So we need to be very, very careful. Whatever you're smoking, whatever you are drinking, please be careful. Be very, very careful. These have shown that it doesn't do any good to you, but rather makes you vulnerable to cancer. Okay, so all these things will cause those carcinogenic cells, chemicals to be released into your body. Again, stay away from alcohol and tobacco. They are hazardous to our body. All right, guys, so with these few points of mine, I hope we have learned one or two things we need to avoid and one or two things we need to improve in to avoid, prevent our body from developing cancer. So again, cancer is ravaging the whole wide world. So if you and I can do one or two things to prevent them, let's do them today. Let's live healthy. Let's eat healthy. Let's exercise. Let's sleep better. Let's cook better, okay? And also, let's reduce stress. Stress is not good for you. It's not good for me. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching another beautiful edition of Annie Otter's channel. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Please do not forget to share, like, and comment on my videos. All right. I'm Annie Otter on Facebook. I'm Annie Otter on YouTube. I love you guys. Annie Otter Vlog. Mwah. Bye, guys.